Welcome back. This is our Feel Good Breakfast show. We're live this morning. Thank you so much for choosing us to start your day with. Now, it's the very last health chat with Dr. Darren Green for the year. Can you believe it? And today we're focusing our attention on something that many South Africans overindulge in during the festive season. Alcohol, notahi, drunk, all those things. It's the most widely consumed and easily accessible drug that comes with a number of very high risks. In fact, in a movie that I once watched, the guy said, think before you drink, before you drive me mad. So think about that a little bit. And of course, we want to engage with you in conversation. 0839133728. Give us a call to ask the questions that you might have. Dr. Green, alcohol. It's festive, homonate, December boss. People want to have a good time. But of course, we've got to think about our tolerance to alcohol. So let's first talk about the factors that affect a person's tolerance of alcohol.
Yes, so firstly, your BMI, your body composition in terms of your fat content, your adipose tissue, that has a direct effect as well on how alcohol is stored and metabolized in the body. Your hydration status, if you drink when you're dehydrated and you've been in the sun, it also accelerates the effects. It also has a different bioavailability. That also combined with your diet and what you eat, whether you're drinking on an empty stomach or not, obviously. And then, of course, the type of nutritional background that you have.
Yes.
Genetics also affect your absorption of alcohol and your tolerance to alcohol. You'll find that in certain families, some people can drink and drink and drink and they don't experience the effects of intoxication. So there certainly are those rare occurrences as well.
Yeah. So then how much then does it take? Because you said different people have different reactions to it. Some people can drink and drink and drink and not experience intoxication. How much alcohol does it take to make one drunk, and what do we define as drunk?
Yeah, so the definition of being drunk, that's where people differ. Some people feel if they're just tipsy and a little bit happy, they're okay.
Yeah.
Other people define drunk as being in a state where you have an altered level of consciousness, where you make poor decisions and so on. Now, you must understand that it's very difficult to quantify that for each person. How do you know after 2 units or a glass of wine, or red wine, for example, whether someone's ability to make good decisions is impaired? You don't, because people differ. Some people's personalities come to the fore. Some people suppress their anxiety and their shyness when they drink. It makes them bold.
Liquid courage.
There we go. It makes them come out and be a lot more verbose and boisterous. And then other people become very sad and depressed. Dronk verdriet. They become really sad when they drink as well. So you must understand the personality in terms of how we judge whether someone is drunk also plays a role. But typical symptoms obviously include things like slurred speech, slow responses to questions and verbal conversations, etc. And then when you start becoming drunk as such, your coordination, in other words, your ability to coordinate movements, arm swing, leg movements and balance become affected due to the toxic effects of alcohol on a part of your brain called the cerebellum, the small brain, right at the back of the brain. And that affects then your ability to obviously walk properly and coordinated and so forth.
Yeah. When we come back with our chat, I want you to tell our viewers at home about the statistics that you were telling me about right now, which are absolutely frightening, especially looking at the time of year that we are in right now. But of course, our lines are also open on 083-9133-728. Give us a call. We're talking about alcohol tolerance during the festive season. Perhaps you have a question that you'd like to ask Dr. Darren Green, so please feel free to do so. Right now, let's head on over to the kitchen.